Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. We appreciate you attending. This is the webinar for the Accounting and Bookkeeping Certificate Program here offered at Career City College. I'm your host, Corinne, and honestly, we are thrilled to have you here today to explore the opportunities of the Accounting and Bookkeeping Program, as well as the opportunities that it can offer you. It looks, actually, I'm excited because we have people all over Canada. So it also makes me a little bit nervous too. I don't know if I've talked to this many people, but thank you guys. A little bit about Career City College. We are a top online institute committed to providing practical and sustainable career-focused education. We are more than just an online school, though. Our mission is to equip individuals just like all of you with the skills and knowledge needed for today's competitive job market. We truly believe that everyone deserves to have the ability to take and get a higher level of education. We are fully designated and we offer a variety of programs. In today's world too, we understand the need for flexibility. That is why our programs are designed to fit your life as well as your activities. We offer you the ability to go into your study 24/7. Our commitment again is to provide the highest level of education as well as the support. You are going to notice and you're going to get to meet some of our supporting factors today with our panelists. So I'm excited to be introducing those to you shortly. But otherwise, enjoy the seminar. If I can please ask for everyone to hold off your questions until the end, and then we will make sure that we get to them. So first of all, I'm going to introduce you our panelists. Jenny, she is our Senior Education Administrator. She was talking earlier today. She's been hosting this program and she does a beautiful job. So thank you, Jenny, for that. We're going to have Kim join us. She is our Accounting and Bookkeeping Instructor. We have Lisa that we pulled over from finance, especially this time of the year. We've had to literally drag her out of there because we've been so busy. Lisa's going to help you and go over everything and make the guidance process when it comes to applying for those student loans much easier. We're going to be going over the overview of the Accounting and Bookkeeping Program. You're going to hear from both Jenny as well as Kim. They're going to go into details for you with that. We're going to go through the admissions process to make sure that you understand what is required for you to have your acceptance in. I'll make sure to give you some tips and some insights in that too. And then finally, we're going to get to hear from Lisa from finance. She's going to be able to make sure that your education is affordable and surprisingly fitting in your budget. Most people actually go through the whole process and it seems to be scary at first, but guaranteed she'll make it easy for you. So let's get started. Jenny, please, everyone welcome Jenny, our Senior Education Administrator.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining today. So you may have a lot of questions about how the program is delivered. We can answer a lot of those questions in the Q&A session if we don't cover something. We're going to talk about the curriculum today and all that it has to offer. It has a lot of great skills-based things to learn and to use for your career or for your business. I'm going to start off by introducing Kim, who is our accounting instructor. She's one of our rock star instructors. We have several instructors at Career City College. They're all very supportive, and that's the one thing that we do bring to the students is that one-on-one instructor time. So although it is self-paced, we do have the one-on-one instructor time available in our business hours, which are from 8 to 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And usually as well, if it's outside of those hours and you had any questions about your curriculum, we get back to you within 24 hours. So we try to support our students as quickly as possible. Let's get started, and then Kim's going to go into talking more about the certificate program, and I'm going to talk more about the business management program that we offer.
Great.
Before we get started, I'm going to just acknowledge that this is the beautiful Kelowna area, and Career City College respectfully acknowledges that our Kelowna campus is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Syilx Okanagan people. All right, Kim. So Kim, one of our instructors here, has amazing experience. She's worked for the federal government for over 10 years and also the CRA. She also has her own clients and has done her own bookkeeping business for over 10 years as well. So Kim, take it away.
Thanks, Jenny. I'm really excited to be talking to all of my prospective students today. There are many jobs available in this industry. Just speaking from a personal level, as someone who's gone through schooling as well as marriage and motherhood and all of that kind of stuff, and came out the other end of a federal job doing some entrepreneurial type work, that the skills that I learned way back when I took my diploma program, that included accounting and bookkeeping, have really served me throughout the last 45 years. And I'm aging myself there, but probably 40 years, let's say. In the way that I've been able to utilize them on so many different platforms with so many different companies doing different things and even working for myself. And even in today's world, that even applies even more with the online access and remote jobs that are out there. There's a large body of our students that end up working remotely and don't even have to leave their home to get the career that they want. So some of the jobs are listed here. A lot of them revolve around kind of clerking level jobs in the finance industry, but you may find yourself in an accounting office as well, doing some technician or assisting work. You may be in an actual finance position where you're looking more at budgeting and all that kind of stuff, or you may take it all under your umbrella and end up doing some full cycle bookkeeping. We also offer some Canadian payroll calculation, a course in that, so that you can apply that to whatever facet you want to, or you may end up wanting to dive right into payroll as a niche as well. So like I said, there's lots of different various areas in accounting that you can get into just from taking a course like this. Because of the range of the different courses as well, it gives you kind of a taste of the different facets, and then you can either work in them or niche out into one area specifically. Now, depending on the region you're in, and also highly dependent on the company that you choose from work for, there is a wage range currently for these type of skills. I would say the higher range is more looking at home-based businesses where you're doing full cycle bookkeeping, but that's totally, like I said, dependent on the region you're in the demand for what you're doing, how good you are as a bookkeeper, and also the company or clients that you're working for. When all is said and done, there are always a ton of jobs coming out in this field. You can't replace people when it comes to manual bookkeeping and human resource type jobs like in payroll and that kind of stuff. So they're not going away, and the coursework or the content hasn't changed much. So even if you are someone who has past education or education from another country and are coming here, everything you learn is pretty much the same across the board. That's kind of what I like about accounting and bookkeeping. It's black and white, and it doesn't change much. It's really dependable that way. So let's break down some of the courses that you'll be learning if you take this course. It is a 22-week course. We allot 2 weeks per course. We start you off with some Microsoft Office Suite programs that are really helpful for bookkeeping. So your word processing, spreadsheets or Excel, and then email scheduling and calendars. Almost every job I've seen out there looks for these skills on their job postings. Then we're going to hit the books and get into some accounting fundamentals, just to teach you sort of the math behind the calculator. The reason why I say that is because we're teaching you here how to manually do bookkeeping and accounting skills and topics, and then we're going to apply them into more practical instructional courses like QuickBooks and Sage after that. So QuickBooks and Sage are 2 of the top programs that you'll see that employers are looking for today. And they're also very different. So they allow you to learn 2 totally different platforms. So that makes you so much more teachable when you go out there and need to learn anything in between. We give you the top 2 and the top desktop program and the top online program so that you know how to work everything in between. Canadian payroll is also something we cover in depth, whether you're encompassing that in a bookkeeping role or an office management role where you're doing some accounting and some payroll, or whether you're just going right into payroll administration. There's some great jobs in that field as well. And I'll let Jenny talk about the job search and interview skills a little bit after she talks about the diploma a little bit. But a few things I just wanted to add was that this is a very highly technical skills-based practical program. So it's giving you the skills you need to apply to the job when you graduate. It's not all just book learning. You're actually going to simulate a company. You're going to do the things that you would do when you're actually on the job. You can work at your own pace. So even though we do have some structure as far as some deadlines, as long as you're meeting your course deadlines, you can work at your own pace whenever it suits your schedule. We have a lot of students who work full time even, or with children and their families all day. There's so many different scenarios, and we always end up working with all of them in a way that works for that student. That being said, too, one-on-one instructor time is basically at your convenience with our school. I know a lot of university students or people I talk to in other colleges have to wait certain days and certain times to talk to their instructors. With us, as long as our doors are open, our office hours, we're available there to help you, whether that's through booked meetings, through Zoom, through phone calls, through email help. We're there to help you if you need it. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we have regular live lectures for every course in this program. So not only are you book learning on your own, but you also have the opportunity to engage with other students, learn things above and beyond what the book is teaching you, show you how things work hands-on, and also ask any questions in a live setting that you may have. Can't say enough about this program. I'm going to hand it over to Jenny to talk a little bit more about the diploma side of it if you decide to go that way. But I look forward to meeting some of you one day.
Awesome. Thanks, Kim. That's a lot of great information. And just to speak a little bit more on the live lectures, if you're unable to make those, we do have recordings available as well that we can send you. So they are usually held within our scheduled hours. So I'm going to talk more about the business management program. The business management diploma will give you an opportunity to not only learn about the accounting and the technical skills involved with the software that you're going to learn, but the business management side and the business operations side. So it creates a lot of opportunities for your career in the long run, or even for your own business, to help you understand more about business operations, strategic business, professional business communication. Let's look at the program a little bit more. So with the accounting and bookkeeping certificate, it is the 22 weeks. In the business management diploma, how it is set up is that part is called the specialization. So it is 50 weeks overall, the business management diploma. And then also you get the accounting part as well altogether. So each course is 2 weeks. Getting started, you'll learn about information technology, keyboarding, and just overall scholastic success. What I really love is some of the more advanced skills that you're going to learn in Microsoft. So with the accounting and bookkeeping program, you learn the Microsoft Word and Excel, and also Outlook training. In the business management, you'll also do the advanced. So there's a lot of great skills in there taking you to the next level for Word Advanced and Excel Advanced, and then also the PowerPoint principles and presentation. The business part itself, as I was saying, professional communication, business operations, strategic management. These are all things that you'll be able to also gain skills in and knowledge, thereby helping your overall career, your overall business, and a lot more opportunity, making you very versatile as well. So these courses here are also 2 weeks long. A lot of these courses also come with seminars as well, and the same, everything has the one-on-one instruction with availability through our business hours. The job search and interview skills course is what I'm also going to talk more about. I just want to show you, by taking the business management diploma first, before we go more into the job search, actually what kind of jobs might be available. So with the jobs here, they're a little bit more versatile. As I was saying, there might be some more management positions for you that can be available. The pay scale ranges also may be higher. You're going to have a lot to offer, having your accounting skills, also the business management and some more advanced tech skills as well, and overall office admin. So some of the jobs may be more management level, or even consultant level. These are some of the jobs that come up under the National Occupation Code. So we do use the National Occupation Code for all of our courses. And given that, the labor market shows that these jobs can range between 23 upper scale as well. It's a wide range, but as Kim was saying, it really depends on the company you may work for or your overall entrepreneurial activities that you might engage in after gaining all this great knowledge. The labor market is definitely in demand for management positions. So not only is it in demand for accounting, it's also in demand just for overall management. So when I was looking at the labor report, there's about 14% of the labor market was looking for more management positions. So something like this would make you very attractive and a prospective candidate for some positions like that, especially if you have some previous experience as well in this area. I really love the program. I love business management, and I think that this program really touches on many different aspects of business, giving you really a holistic viewpoint and a lot of knowledge about business operations. With the program at the end, in both the certificate and both the diploma, in fact, mostly all of our programs, we have a job search and interview skills course because it's part of our mission. We want to get you employed. So in our job search and interview skills course, we have our resume building, we have our interview skills, and we have an actual employment specialist as well that will work with you and help you find jobs in the area that you're looking. So we will also critique your resume or help you develop it to meet more to the standards of what we think would be attractive to employers. The other benefit here is that if you are interested in starting your own company, because many of our students, they are interested in being entrepreneurs or starting their own bookkeeping company, or they're doing the books for their family or other business ventures they might be involved in. So we have the business plan pathway, and the business plan pathway will create a structure for you to go and work through a business plan. So you may already have a business plan, but we have some great resources here from the Business Development Bank of Canada that would help you create a very professional business plan that you could probably use to present to potential funders. I love doing business plans, regardless of whether you're looking for funding or not, because I think it's very clarifying and it really helps you zone in on your value proposition and what you want to offer and your target market. So these are some of the things that we offer in the job search and interview skills course. If you're not looking to be employed and you're looking to do your own business, we can also support you with that as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Jenny. Wow. You can tell the passion that our instructors hold. That is, I think, one of the biggest reasons why we have such an incredible success rate. Over 90% of our students actually successfully graduate and find employment. I think it might be time for a poll question, though, Jenny.
So I'm going to launch a poll question. So the first poll question we want to ask is, what aspects of accounting and bookkeeping interest you the most? So you can see this on your screen. If you can just click through your answer, we can get a good idea of what you might be looking for. And of course, there's a wide range of people in here looking for different things, which is very common amongst our student body as well. We have students that are looking for specific skills more so than others. So we do keep that in consideration, knowing what your goal is at the end of the program or during the program, what you would like to learn, to try to cater to you as much as possible. So a lot of you are interested in all of the above, but I also see a large percentage for accounting software, which I can imagine why. It's a great skill to be able to be trained in those areas.
So now that we've heard about that too, I know you're probably excited and asking the question, so how do I qualify and how do I come into the program and into Career City College? The process itself is actually pretty straightforward. And I'll let you know that we are here to support you in every step of the way. To go over the general requirements for admission for the accounting and bookkeeping program, our criteria is pretty standard. We need to have a background in education as well as proficiency in English. And this is where I will encourage you to book that one-on-one consultation with your career advisor, either myself or one of our other wonderful people. It's almost essential because what we can do is we can help guide you with this and help guide you into the path that is going to be the best and the right path for you. You do and are required to have completed grade 12 or equivalent. Now, if you haven't done that, that's okay. If you are of a mature status, meaning 19 or older, that's accepted as well. Applicants whose primary language is not English, and if you haven't had any pre-assessments done, we do have a Career City College, and as long as you make the minimum requirement of 60%, we're happy to utilize that. Once we have all this information, your application will be reviewed and we'll get back to you and let you know if we can accept you into the college. Because again, everybody's situation is different. We want to get to know you. We want to get to know what your goals are. So book that consultation and we'll be able to assist you.
Thanks, Corinne.
Thank you.
So what is your primary goal for enrolling in the accounting and bookkeeping program? So we see a lot of different reasons here. And some of you are interested in your own business. So yeah, that's also very interesting. We have a lot to offer you if you are also interested in starting your own business as well. All right, now we're going to hand it off to Lisa, our financial advisor.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. I see that the questions are coming in, which is amazing. Love to get those questions and answers. We will have time associated for that. So we'll go over your questions. And so keep using that question and answer box and we will answer all your questions. So brief little introduction. My name is Lisa. I'm one of the financial aid officers at Career City College. For the past 5 years, I've been helping students choose the best financial aid package to help them be successful in their career path through loans, grants, scholarships that are available in your province. In addition, Career City College also has flexible payment plans to help you. Each student's financial situation is unique, so it's important that we discuss your eligibility requirements to help you decide the best financial option for you. Each province has grants, loans, scholarships that you might be eligible for, depending on your financial need and resources. I will help you every step of the way. The basic eligibility requirement for applying to student aid is to have a valid social insurance number. The financial team at Career City College schedules an appointment time to discuss your eligibility, how your funding amount is determined, and then a final appointment to help guide you through completing your student aid application. We're here to assist you in every step of the way. We want to make it easier for you to successfully complete your program. So go ahead, keep asking those questions. We're happy to help you. I'm going to turn it over to Jenny, who is going to have another poll question for you guys.
Sounds good. So another question would be, what factors are important to you when you're choosing an accounting and bookkeeping program? We have comprehensive curriculum, flexible schedule, support and guidance from instructors, career support and job placement, and all of the above. It looks like all of the above is the best choice, which is great because we offer all of the above, so that's great.
And I can actually attend to that too. It's amazing when we talk to students, that is what they want, especially with today's world. Flexibility is huge.
Yes, and flexibility is coming through as the next one here. So that's one of the value propositions of Career City College for sure, is our online learning platform and our flexibility.
I think this would be a perfect time. So all those questions that you guys now have building up, please make sure you put them in that box down there. We will get back to, or we'll read them out and answer as many as we possibly can for you.
So the one question I see here that I'm going to help answer is, does the college provide job placement assistance or career services? Yes, so as I was saying in the job search and interview skills course, we really help you get your resume ready for prospective employers. We also have an employment specialist who prospects employment opportunities as well, and will recommend employment opportunities for you. We don't necessarily guarantee at this time a job placement, but our employment rate is extremely high at 94% in our Class A programs. Kim, you also wanted to speak to this a little as well.
Yeah, so I've quite often as well, once a person has gotten employment at a new job or when they're in the interview process, most of the instructors or all of the instructors I know in the ABC program are very open to you reaching out even after your grad date, to ask questions, for a little bit of support even. I've had that happen on regular occasions, and our door is always open to past grads too. And I think the employment specialist also works with alumni too, don't they? Doesn't she, Jenny?
Yeah, and we've had some great success at actually coordinating employment opportunities for students as well.
Mhm.
Another question is, we did go over this, but just to clarify, what is the duration of the diploma program? So overall, the program for the diploma is 50 weeks. That incorporates the accounting and bookkeeping courses, along with Microsoft training and business training. So the whole program itself is 50 weeks. I have a question that I think Lisa would be great at answering, and that's, how do I know if I will get a student loan?
We would book an appointment to go over your eligibility and see what your requirements are. And then once we figure out if you're eligible for student aid, we schedule that appointment so you can do your student aid application right away, because you want to know how much funding you're going to get. And that's the most important part of making that decision and what program you're going to choose. It's making that appointment, seeing what your funding options are, and going from there. So we would do that to determine your eligibility.
And I have another question. I wasn't a success student in high school. I'm afraid that I might not do well. How can you help me? Kim, what would you say? How would you answer this question?
Well, this is a great question. I actually had a student today who called me up in tears because she had made the honor roll on our in our course program, and she was also not very strong in high school and had never experienced that before. So she was pretty happy about that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is high school for some of us was a long time ago as well. Even if it wasn't, it's a whole different ball game. This is something that you've chosen to do in your own accord. Most people that come to our program have that motivation because it's something they've chosen to do as an adult. Because of the one-on-one instruction that we have and the assessment exams we have prior to that, I have personally not come across a student that I have not been able to teach the skills that we're here to teach to. We'll work with you until you get it, basically. And as long as you have the requirements, the pre-requirements to get into the program, I have no qualms. I think you'd be a great candidate, Tristan.
Yeah, and also there is a variety of different assessment mediums that we use that are not just test. So, sometimes when you are have different learning style, by having the opportunity to assess yourself in different ways, you may find that you might be a lot more successful.
Yeah, I think our instructors are all very open to working with our students on an individual basis too. So if you're open with us at the beginning at what some of your weaknesses or your fears are, we can work with you one-on-one to make sure that the process is a good one for you.
I have another question I think could be great for Lisa. Lisa, do we get living allowance in addition to the student loan? How can we calculate our eligibility?
So yes, absolutely. There is part of the loan is a living allowance. I can provide everybody with an online calculator to determine your eligibility. Just keep in mind, it's just an estimator. So the best thing to do, as always, is to complete that application. You want to come in, book an appointment with myself or anybody on the finance team to go over how much funding you're eligible for, completing that student aid application, because once the application is applied for and you're approved, you're going to get the breakdown of how much grant, how much loan you're going to receive. So the estimates will help you, but they won't give you the most accurate figure. So always, again, make an appointment with one of us in the finance team. We'll help to see what you're eligible for, and then we'll go from there, booking a student aid application.
Excellent. We have some questions that are about the attendance and online. And so there's probably about 3 questions that are very similar. So I'm going to try to summarize those and help answer that. So how many days do we need to attend online and how many at campus? So right now our program is fully online. Our attendance is more around the hours that you participate online. So we are regulated by the Private Training Institute of British Columbia and also student aid. And so the requirement is usually we have 20 hours a week is what we're looking for students to participate. We do know that that might be, difficult for you. There is a range of where we're looking for students to be participating at least anywhere from 14 to 20 hours a week. So that would mean studying online, reading your textbooks, completing quizzes and assignments, and staying on schedule with the courses being 2 weeks long is one of the most important things as well. We don't want you to fall behind. So we do help support you in that way as well. Things are laid out really well for you to be able to plan your studies and to strategically approach your studies. Another question I have here is someone starting on August the 19th. Congratulations, sounds exciting. They live in Alberta. So keep in mind, we are in BC. So our times are PST, not too much from Alberta, but for some of you that might be across Canada, we operate in Pacific Standard Time. In terms of live classes, there's no live sessions that are mandatory, right? Everything is online and self-directed, but we do have the live seminars and they do happen at different times during the week. Usually almost every day we have a live seminar within one of our topics, whether it's business management, accounting, job search. So you can select which live seminars you would like to go to. And they're at various times throughout the day, usually between about 9 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And like I said, they're not mandatory sessions. And if you can't make them, we can send you the recording. All right, so let's see some other answers here. We have a question regarding MacBooks. I only have a MacBook. I'm stressed out about not having a Windows only computer. Kim, did you want to answer that?
So most of the programs will work fine with a MacBook. The only thing you're going to find is with our Sage programs, it is a desktop program that needs to be downloaded onto a Windows-based computer. So if you're really tech savvy and you can get Windows on a MacBook, that's great. But generally speaking, it is best served on a laptop or a desktop with Windows, or maybe you can even borrow a computer for the length of that course. But yeah, you do need to have a Windows-based computer for the Sage portion of our program.
Excellent. We have some question about books and digital resources. So all of our books are also digital online. If you're interested in getting physical copies, we can help organize that for you. But the textbook fee itself is for our digital resources. So I feel like we went through quite a lot of questions, and the good news is that the questions don't have to stop. You can connect with our career advisor here. After this session, you're going to be receiving an email follow up, and we are more than happy to support you. Corinne, do you know when that email might be going out?
I do believe it goes out within 24 hours or just shortly after the email or this webinar. So keep an eye out for it. Look in your junk folder or spam because sometimes it will filter into there as well. Excellent questions, you guys. One of the things actually I get told all the time is from students that were afraid to start at the end of the program is they go, I wish I did this sooner. So if you are afraid, or if, taking this next step, you've been holding off on it for a while, do it. I know it's difficult to get out of that comfort zone, but you have a team of resources. These girls here are absolutely phenomenal. You have us supporting your back, and you have nothing to lose.
That reminds me,
yeah.
Corinne, that reminds me, I'm going to launch a question just regarding that. When are you hoping to start your training? in the fall, ASAP. All right. Well, a lot of people are looking to start pretty soon, so that's great. And so, Lisa, would you have any advice to those that are looking to start fairly soon, especially with the finance component?
Most importantly, starting that application. First, booking that appointment to see if you're eligible and if you want to do student aid, because we do have other payment plans as well. We're pretty flexible with our payment plans, but we want to have that conversation first. Once we have that conversation, we can assist you in booking that application to do your student aid application. The application, I see a question pop up, is the application process short and easy? Absolutely. We're going to guide you every step of the way to make that process easy so you can be successful. We want to make that easier, make the financial decisions easier for you to make.
And it's monthly intake, right, Lisa, for ABC?
Yes, monthly intake for the program.
But we
One
have
thing-
2 intakes in September.
Yeah, thank you, Jenny, because we've had so many people come in. One thing I will remind you guys, and everybody that is wanting to go over to our finance department, you're going to need to make sure that you do connect with your career advisor first. We want to make sure that we can actually accept you into the school prior to doing that Save Your Seat. We do an application for enrollment. Once that is completed, you're able to go over to the financial advisor. They're going to help you. Lisa is amazing, as well as the rest of the team. They'll be able to get you on that next step. There's never any financial risk to you. We want to make sure that, we are fully committed to you, so you have every ability to make a great educated decision about your future.
Awesome. We do have one more question before we go. That they have a work permit. Do they need a study permit to enroll? Lisa, Corinne,
No,
what would you say?
if you have a work permit, we're more than happy to accept you. We do have an incredible international department here too that will assist you every step of the way. They will help you out and guide you with this process as well.
And another question is that they have that our program does require the Office 365, but you have Office 2021. You'll still be able to do the training and do the program, because a lot of the training for the Microsoft is actually online. There might be some functions that may be a little bit different, but usually we can help you navigate through those. So Office 2021 is still good. We
And
do
I saw-
prefer the 365, but
I did see one other question about whether if someone is traveling out of country during their studies, but they're a Canadian citizen, is that okay?
Definitely, you can actually study anywhere in the world. If your laptop hooks up to your Wi-Fi or the internet, you're more than welcome to study on the beach, in your car, not driving though, anywhere that you have access to your Wi-Fi, you will be able to study.
I have a lot of students that take me along on their vacations.
Nice.
sounds good. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for attending today. We hope we were able to answer a lot of your questions and provide you more in-depth insight into the program. And please reach out to us with further interest, and we're here to support you. So thanks for attending today, and we look forward to meeting and working with you more, and have a great day.